At Buckingham Palace, the first royal procession is about to leave. In the first carriage, we have the Duchess of Cornwall, we have the Duchess of Cambridge, Duke of York, and Prince Harry. The Duchess of Cambridge, of course, for Catherine, first time at the Queen's birthday parade as a member of the royal family. The first ceremonial occasion, if you like, as the Duchess of Cambridge. 6 weeks ago, she was the centre of attention on her wedding day. Today, of course, still plenty of interest in her presence, her appearance, but the centre of attention today will be Her Majesty the Queen, because it's her birthday parade. The royal salute sounded by the trumpeter of the Sovereign's Escort, Lance Corporal Benjamin Ruffer of the Life Guards, and he signals the Queen's departure from the palace for this birthday parade of 2011. Queen celebrating her official birthday. It's 7 weeks after Her Majesty's actual birthday, which is in April, and that was, of course, her 85th birthday. Tradition going back to the days of Edward VII, who created the official birthday in June. There we have Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, his first appearance at the birthday parade as Colonel of the Irish Guards. The other royal colonels, the Prince of Wales, the Welsh Guards, Duke of Kent, the Scots Guards, and the Princess Royal of Blues and Bronze. Duke of Edinburgh, who celebrated his 90th birthday yesterday. Queen and the Duke, who've had an incredibly busy few months. Back to mid-May, when they made that historic state visit to the Republic of Ireland, the first ever by a British monarch to the Republic. And then just a few days later, they hosted the state visit by the President of the United States and Mrs. Obama. As part of that ceremonial arrival, the 1st Battalion Scots Guards provided a guard of honour for that state visit by President Obama. And there'll be much in evidence today, of course. And to underline how busy the Queen and the Duke are going to be, in the autumn we already know that they'll be making a visit to Australia. It'll be the Queen's 16th official visit to Australia, and that'll include the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, which takes place in Perth. Along the approach road, not far from Horse Guards Parade, Duchess of Cambridge and other guests in the first carriage. There in the second carriage we have the Lady Louise Mountbatten-Windsor, the little 7-year-old who played her role wonderfully as a bridesmaid on Royal Wedding Day. And her father, the Earl of Wessex, there too. Number 3 guard has opened up, ready to welcome these royal guests. And when they cross onto the parade ground, the national anthem will be played. Prince Harry saluting the colour as they cross the parade ground here at Horse Guards. A magnificent sight along the Mall, and the Brigade Major leading the way. Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Speed of the Scots Guards. It's his 6th birthday parade, but crucially it's his first parade in this role. Andrew Speed of the Scots Guards, who's leading the Sovereign's procession today as Brigade Major. This year we have an international retinue of the Life Guards. 4 troopers of the Life Guards are made up of 3 South Africans, 2 of whom, by the way, are brothers. 4th member of the retinue is from Ghana today. And that international flavour, Ben, really does reflect where we are today, not just in the UK, but the armed forces too.
It does, Hugh, and I'm always struck by the sort of 2 personas of the parade. On the one hand, a timeless classic remains unchanged for year on year, but on the other hand, below that, very much the diversity of society and the contribution of the Commonwealth nations to our armed forces are represented.
Also reflects in a way the interest around the world in the parade, which seems to get greater every year.
It does, and I was very interested to find out that over 1 million Germans tuned in to watch this last year. And no doubt they'll be doing the same again this year around the world, not to mention the many members of the British Armed Forces deployed overseas at the moment.
Captain Kevin Davis, Director of Music of the Life Guards, leading the mounted bands of the Household Cavalry. Queen's birthday parade, of course, famous for the appearance of the mounted bands. And it's the 2nd time that Captain Davis has directed the mounted bands for the birthday parade. As Sovereign and Colonel-in-Chief, the Queen has taken salute, of course, for many, many years at the birthday parade. First time in her own right was in 1952. And in that first time, back in 1952, it was the Scots Guards actually providing the escort then too, as it is today. Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge, with the other royal colonels, as the mounted bands turn into the approach road, and they tell the thousands waiting in the stands that this parade will begin in a few minutes' time. It's William's first ceremonial duty on horseback, first time you've seen him in a bearskin as well, and as Ben was telling us, he's been practicing in the past few weeks. We're watching the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh making their way for this birthday parade. And as we see the Duke there, Ben, it's worth remembering we have grandfather, father and grandson riding on parade as colonels of Foot Guards regiments.
Yes, here we do, and I think this is the very first time in history that this has ever happened, so a very special day, not only from my point of view as an Irish Guardsman, to have Prince William on parade as the Colonel, but also very much from the point of view of the royal family and the uniqueness of the occasion for them.
Prince William riding Wellesley, and Claire was telling us a little about the preparations for the horses earlier. You know Wellesley rather well, don't you, Ben?
I do, and what a brilliant horse he is. I mean, I think the essence of Lincoln's sort of introductory presentation, reflected the fact that you have to get to a point where you can ignore the fact that you aren't necessarily confident on the horse, but you are practiced to a degree that you can concentrate on the parade and not worry about what the horse is going to do next. And some of these horses are superbly schooled, and it's a huge ask for them really to tolerate the crowds, the flags, and all the other movement on the day, so they are remarkably well behaved on this occasion.
Great sight of the Sovereign's escort making their way along to the parade ground. The lifeguards in their red tunics, the Blues and Royals will follow later, the 3rd and 4th divisions in their dark blue tunics. And we can hear some young voices shouting, because I'm told there are 1,000 youngsters from Scouts and Brownies and Boys Brigade from all over the UK lining that route along the enclosure. There is what we call a youth enclosure there. Groups are invited to attend in uniform as representatives of their respective organisations, and there'll certainly be some of those encouraging Prince William and the Queen as they pass on their way to the parade ground. Among those in the stands today too, there are 10 in-pensioners from the Royal Hospital Chelsea pensioners who always get invited and to enjoy the spectacle today. Looking forward to saluting as the Queen arrives, and I'm glad to say now enjoying a little bit of sunshine on Horse Guards Parade too. Coachman salutes the colour. The Royal Colonels do likewise. And then we have the non-Royal Colonels following. Lord Guthrie, Colonel of the Life Guards, and Lieutenant General James Bucknell of the Coldstream Guards. So the Queen's Birthday Parade of 2011 is about to begin. At the stroke of 11, the Queen will step onto the saluting base. The Royal Standard will be released. The Field Officer, Lincoln Jopp, will give his command, and then the National Anthem will be played.